So the MotoGP is now starting. The 2020 season is ready to go. As you know, we have 13 races for the moment, all in Europe, and the first two races are held in Jerez in Spain. The first two races in Jerez, that will be logistically will be a big work, because for one race in Europe we bring usually 1,200 tires in between the slick and the wet, but also in Jerez we have the Moto E race, so this is 500 tire more. So it is in Europe, we go with the track, but still a very big logistic plan. Also we have two races in a row, so one weekend after the other. The plan is to bring the tire for the first race, and then on Sunday night check very quickly the tire we use, and then do a complement in the next week. So in that way we can transport less tire than usual. For the first two races in Jerez, we will bring exactly the same tire allocation. So for the first race and the second race, we will have exactly the same front tire and same rear tire. But as you know, the dates now are different. In the previous calendar, the race in Jerez was supposed to be in May, now is in July. In July, temperature, they will be 10 or 15 degrees more, so we had to revise a little bit the allocation. For that, we had to change the rear allocation, and now we will bring one tire hard on the rear, and we take off the soft one, just to cope with the high temperature we will face there. Yeah, we did some tests in Sepang and Qatar just before the COVID, and as soon teams riders they were able to test, we had some tests in Austria with a couple of bikes, and then we had a very good test in Misano. As you know, Misano was a new surface, so it was very interesting. We had 10 bikes on the track, so we get a lot of data. This is all the data we had before to start the race in Jerez, but they are good enough for us to be confident for the rest of the season. So what will be very different is that the team staff will be reduced, as you know, because the COVID-19. We have to reduce the Michelin team from 29 people to 21. So that will be a different way to work. Also, we have there is a sanitary protocol in order to respect, the distance. So everybody will wear chirurgical surgery mask. Also, if we have to speak very close to the rider, we have to wear the screen. In that way, we have to adapt. But anyway, we have to do that, and it will be no problem. For the 2020 season, we have a new rear tire, a new Michelin Power Slick with the new construction that gives you better grip and better stability. For us, it's very important to test, to develop the new tire every season, because with this new technology, then we use the same what we learn in MotoGP for our commercial range. This year we will have the Michelin Power 5, the Michelin Power GP, other tire that they will benefit from what we learned in the past season of the MotoGP. So in 2020 season, the calendar will be very tight. Every month we have three races. So is a big challenger to build the tire. You have to be very, very precise. Try to build the tire every day, every week after week. It's not easy, because as you know, we have to build the tire also for other race category, for the car, for the 24-hour Le Mans endurance, for the Formula E. So you have to be very precise. It's not the normal way we are used to work, so it will be no easy, but for sure, the reactivity is a big quality of Michelin, and we will do it without any problem. So the 2020 season It's the second season for the Moto E Championship. We use this championship to promote the electrical mobility, and the tire for those motorbike, are made with technology, with sustainable material and the recycled material. And this is in line with the philosophy of the Michelin Group. For Jerez, we will propose a new front compound, a new rear compound, and new rear casing. So all this package is very performant. We tested in March in Jerez, and now we will have the race in Jerez. So we are all excited to see how they work, but the feedback was very positive.